Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Let's see. Just sending out the promotional messages, as I do, to inform people that we're going live here. Bear with me for just one moment. Okay. So, let's jump into things here. Let's open up our chat window. Oh, I am far away and I am dark. Oh no. My camera settings got thrown out the window. Okay, well, let's fix that. When we get the new studio space, there's going to be so much more lighting. So, that should be fixed when we move. But for now, this is what we got. Exposure's on automatic. Noise reduction, white balance, dynamic range. Here we go. High. That's better. Brightness to 80. There we go. Now you can see me in my blue voice. Dark third dimension. No, I'm the dark one. Yes, you are, sir. I'm not taking that away from you. Okay. So, it's been a week. I just finished my first week at Printed Solid. And it's been awesome. It's been fun. Working at a 3D printing company for your job is interesting. Very interesting. There's so many things that I want to share and want to talk about, but I can't yet. And there's also so many things that I can talk about, which I will. So right now, I'm building Prusa Mark 4S's. And it's a really simple process, really. What we do, since no one really wants to buy a Mark IV, we're taking the Mark IV DIY kits that we have in stock. We're also getting them from Prusa. We bring them in. We have all the parts that we need in order to upgrade these into Mark IV's kits. So we open them up, take all the parts out. We throw out anything that is not used in the Mark IV's. And we just build assembled Mark IV's. So we literally go through the process just like they do in Prague when they make the assembled units. And we build Prusas. And it's fun. It's enjoyable. There's just a handful of guys that are doing it in assembly. But it's honestly, it's fun. You'd think in an environment like this where your job is to build printers, you have quotas to meet, you have deadlines, you have this, no. You just build the printer. Build it as quickly as you can, but more importantly, as best as you can. And we have a very rigorous quality assurance. Like we quality control every printer. We hand it off to others to look over and double check things. We are looking over this printer for any problems or defects. I got nicked yesterday for an issue with my printer. You want to know what the issue was? I had one too many zip ties. One too many. In a very small corner of the wire loom, I had put a zip tie to kind of train the power cables to better adhere to the frame of the printer, just so that it could follow that corner and not just go like this, but go like that. So I added a zip tie there to hold it in. And yeah, that was it. Aside from that, on par with Prusa quality, if not equal to. We have the exact same tools that they have in Prague, the exact same instructions. We have a thing I can't talk about. It's like one of the things that we are specifically not allowed to take photos of that tells us exactly what, the belt tension needs to be. All of this stuff you can come see if you ever are in the Delaware area and you want to come see Printed Solid, they do tours during the weekdays. So if you vacation in the area or you come for East Coast Rep Rap / 3D Printopia, you can stop by and have a tour of the entire production. And there's so much, like, I joined at a wonderful moment. Not only are Core 1s coming soon, they're not at Printed Solid yet. Essentially what we're waiting for, the actual kit availability is, I think, what we're waiting on? I don't know. This is speculation. I don't know anything about what is happening, but we will get Core 1s soon. And we'll be building those soon, but I won't be involved at that point. My first 2 weeks are part of assembly so that I can better understand the printers and better understand the process of assembly so that I can better help assembly when I'm in my support role. My job will be support. I will be supporting people who bought the printer. Simple. You know, you send a printer in for repair. I'm going to be looking over it, making sure, hey, why is it doing that weird thing? And fixing it. Figuring out what's wrong with it. That's going to be fun. I'm going to be doing so much more. Again, some stuff I can't talk about. Some stuff not set in stone. So I don't want to say something that, you know, is not inherently true, but may not inherently be false. So there's just so much. And what's really nice, at least for me right now, is that I feel seen and valued, which is difficult to do at companies. It is surprising how difficult it is to ensure that your employees feel listened to and valued. You know, it's very easy to just become another number. And that's what I've been dealing with for the past 10 years. Past 10 years I've been dealing with just another person at a desk, another person answering the phone, another person. And not like, rather no, not person. Person is a bit too human. I was another body. I was a body on the phones that was able to answer and fix things. That's what I felt like for the past 10 years. When I was working IT, especially in the MSP field, I came home stressed out of my mind every night. Every night I came home stressed. I was just tired. I was really tired. Ooh, I'm not supposed to have that. I came home tired and it sucked. It was draining me. I was really stressed, really depressed, and just a bunch of stuff. But now, I don't know, I get home and I just feel good. Just feel happy. I can't explain it. It just kind of being in the field where you feel like you actually know, not just know what you're doing, because I've been in IT for 10 years. I know what I'm doing when it comes to IT. I know how to set up a network that is in compliance with, you know, the cybersecurity certifications, with, you know, will be covered by cybersecurity insurance. Like, I know how to do all that. I know how to be an IT guy. And I know how to do it well. At least I like to believe I know how to do it well. But just some people enjoy it. Some people do it for fun. I did it because I was good at it. I didn't really do it because I enjoyed it. But anyway, Brian, hello. Dark, hello. Sebas, hello. Gakko, hello, everybody. I'm not supposed to have this, but at the same time, oh, hello, Robo. I'm not supposed to have this. This is one of the Mark IV plates that we throw away. The reason I have this is because, guess what, guys? I saved myself like $50 on one of the projects we have. So if you do not remember, we are working on a new extruder design. This lovely little guy right here. But here's the thing. This design requires Delrin. Which is not easy to source. in large quantities. Unless you work for a company that's throwing out Delrin. Because it's no longer part of the kit. Medic Vince, welcome. So, okay. This is a piece of Delrin. If you don't know what Delrin is, it is a piece of plastic that is inherently slippery. What that means is, it is a dry lubricant. Meaning you can put this in between two metal surfaces that just need to be, sliding against one another, and this will work. If you can't put oil or grease in there, this will work as a frictionless surface. If you buy a Mark IV kit, it comes with this plate. This goes on your extruders to say, hey, this is a Prusa Mark IV. And it comes with a Delrin piece. The Mark IVS... Okay, well, I just lost that Delrin piece. But guess what? I got more. The Mark IVS does not use this Delrin piece. Because they just don't need it anymore. So... I asked the guys, hey, we don't use this for anything, right? And they said, no, we just throw it out. I'm like, I need this for a project. Can you guys just give them to me? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 10. I have 10 pieces of this little Delrin circle, which is exactly what I like. I've needed this. If we actually look at the extruder design, it doesn't exactly fit, but I can adjust the design to fit this. And guess what? There's a ton of these out here. There's a ton of these that exist already. Getting this is easy. So, if I adjust our design for the extruder, for Gluon, to have this Delrin piece in mind, we're Gucci. So, I'll be doing that. I also came up with an idea. So, right now, the Gluon is incomplete. Very much incomplete. I figured out a way that we can actually get Gluon to work with a plastic motor, with a plastic gear. ABS gear. And it will use... the idea is that it will use actual Bondtech gears. So... that's an idea. I'm going to be playing around with it. Once we get the Switchwire done, that might be the next project. We got a couple other projects that we'll be working on as well. One of them is actually going to be, hey, I have a Mark IV over there. I want to show you guys how a Prusa trained professional, because technically I am one, actually upgrades the Mark IVs and how you are supposed to do it correctly. Not saying that anyone has done it incorrectly, but I know how you're supposed to do it. I've been trained on how you're supposed to do it. So we got some really awesome stuff coming down the pipe. Let me put these away in a spot where I won't lose them. But yeah, so it's been awesome. It's been really fun. This has been, working for Printed Solid has been wonderful. And man, I'm so happy about it. And man, the fact that I can even just come on here and just express how excited I am is also wonderful. I don't know, man. If you live in the Delaware area, we're hiring. I don't know. I can't talk too much on what's going on, or at least I don't think I can. I have not gotten permission, is more importantly. Ardon, thank you. I like the shirt too. There's another one that I just did not want to buy because I was not going to be able to wear it publicly. But the text says, "Bustin' makes me feel good." Anyway. So, yes, just very, very happy with everything. Today we'll be, funnily enough, I have to talk to David about doing filament giveaways. But until then, today we will be doing an LDO ABS filament giveaway. So I will be posting that link later in the stream. So if you want a chance to win some LDO ABS filament, it is a random color. We don't get to pick. Just stick around for later in the stream. and you'll win a kilogram. I love this stuff. So I have the LDO Blue right here. This stuff prints great. This is a phenomenal filament. I don't know who extrudes it, but prints good. I'm a little sad they, hey Joseph, welcome. And Mr. I have no idea how to say your name, and I'll never know how to say your name. You've been a viewer here for a while, and my brain just went. Anyway, they stopped making PLA. Their PLA printed so cold, like it required so little temperature to print, and it printed good at low temps. Like what? But it's gone because no one was buying PLA. The red seems more translucent than most ABS. Ooh, prints like butter. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I kind of wish I went with LDO Blue on the Switchwire, but I am happy with what we have here. Okay, before we hop over to the other camera, let me actually just make sure I do color corrections on it. I rebooted the Mac to ensure that it was working correctly. Okay. All right. There is no setting for me to... Wait, why is it only in... What? No, don't want to do that. Saturation? We'll up the saturation a little bit. Oh, there we go. Found the setting for brightness. Okay, let's go ahead and hop over to our live view. Olive green features in my Micron 180. Nice. Would be perfect for outdoor lit signs. That does sound like a great application for some translucent ABS. Like, seriously. That sounds awesome. All right, let's zoom in here. So, we left off working on the electronics. So, let's do a quick overview of what we have going on here, because there's a lot going on with the Switchwire. So, if you are not familiar with what a Switchwire is, for whatever reason, well, mostly because I do know some of our viewers here are not super familiar with it. So a Switchwire was, I believe, originally designed as a mod for the Prusa Mark III. So the Prusa Mark III was the flagship Prusa printer a few years ago, and it was a great printer. Like, Mark III was phenomenal, but it could have been a little bit better. Like speed wise, it could have been better. Some other items, it wasn't bad, just could have been better. Additionally, this is when Ender 3s were kind of like the most popular printer because they were cheap, they were easy to get. So Ender 3s were really popular, but they also could have been much better. So a couple years ago, I think like 3 years ago now, they came out with the Switchwire, or the Voron team came out with the Switchwire. And this, aside from the extrusions, used a lot of parts from a Mark III, as well as from an Ender. In fact, you can find Ender wires in aplenty nowadays. So, you know, if you have an Ender 3 just laying around, building a Switchwire is absolutely something you can do. Mind you, it's not going to be cheap, but, you know, hey, if you can turn an Ender into a Voron, that's awesome. But yeah, so what this is just a bed slinger printer that is actually fairly easy to build. Shrimp Father, welcome. So let's go over what changes I've made to the Switchwire. So I think one of the first things you'll notice, all right, she's staying steady. I should not be doing this because that is unsupported in the back there. I just laid the printer on top of my my screw organizer. So we have our bed here, but you'll notice that it has linear rods on the left and right side. So why did I do this? So we've been concerned about stability when it comes to the PZ probe. So the PZ probe is a force gauge built into the nozzle, and it's going to trigger when anything touches the nozzle. Anything touches the nozzle. So we're worried that with the original bed only using the linear rail in the middle, if it probed over here, it would warp the bed significantly. Now, my entire reason for picking a PZ probe in this build is because, well, the Mark IV's uses it, the Mark IV uses it, and it works great. It works great in the Mark IV. But I totally forgot the fact that the Mark IV has 2 linear rods on either side of the build plate. So it doesn't have that issue. It doesn't wobble. So I added them. Now these are not structural. They do offer some rigidity. They offer just enough. These 2 pieces here, for example, they're only attached right here. There is a piece of extrusion directly underneath them, but it's not really much to do anything. Obviously, in the middle, they don't really offer much. And then in the back here, again, there's a screw kind of right here where the extrusion is. There's no extrusion right here. So it's a bit of an amalgamation, but this bed, this doesn't move now. If I try and wiggle this bed, the whole printer wiggles. So it's doing its job, at least to whatever degree it is. So that's one of the first mods that we did. I have to update these parts because they do work. While they do work, these actually aren't clamping down on the rods enough. These are actually loose still, even though these are fully clamped down. I just made a mistake when I was doing the CAD. It's fine, but it works. We also have done a new tool head. This is the stealth burner. So standard Voron stealth burner with a Konami in the middle. But I've gone ahead and added a positron part cooling fan. And we've also installed the Nighthawk 36. So this thing is a beast. Because of this current design of the tool head that I designed, this is the back shroud is something that I put together. But we're losing about 60 millimeters on Z. That's fine. I CAD'd this up with a 2.4 CAD and not of a Switchwire CAD. So if you install this on a 2.4 or Trident, it would work just fine. But on a Switchwire, you're going to lose like 60 millimeter build volume. Oopsies, my bad. See, did we lose any X? Just realized that. No, right. We don't lose any X. And obviously we don't lose any Y. Why not attach it to the 2020 rail using a nut? I'm not sure what that's referring to. Anyway, so I'm gonna redesign this. I think what I'm gonna do is for the redesign, we're gonna move essentially everything I put back here to the back of the 2020. Oh, the rod holders. No, there's extrusion underneath here that they're attached to. I didn't want to attach it to the middle because that wouldn't solve the problem. That would just kind of add on to the problem. I also wanted to make sure that everything was clear because there's moving parts in that area. This rod, the way I modded this, allows for the cable chain to be completely free. So anyway, so yeah, we're gonna redesign this tool head where we move all the parts, at least for the Switchwire. For the Trident and the 2.4, this mod's totally fine. But we're gonna move everything down to the bottom here, just to, you know, obviously move all the wires around and make things work better. Yeah. Today we are working on the electronics. Last stream we got everything placed essentially. So this stream we are going to get everything wired up. Let's slide her over. Get her prepped. Let's see. How is that view? That view's great. You guys can see most of it. Let me see. Is there... I'm trying to think of any other way that we can hoist this so that you can see more. Let's see here. That is precarious. That is precarious. I'm gonna break something. Man, this would be a phenomenal view for you all. Um. I know. Let's move the tool head up, which you guys obviously cannot see. Me do. Rotate this. So if I do it this way, you guys should be able to see most of everything still. In terms of mods, I don't think we have any more mods. Okay, yeah, you guys can see that way better in this position. Okay, so in terms of mods, we're not really doing too many electronical mods. There's 0% chance of this going wrong in any way, right? This could be your Nero 3D moment. Did someone say mods? Welcome, Bad Cats. So, okay. The one mod that we're doing is that we swapped the Pi 3 that the Switchwire Rev C kit comes with the Pi 4 running PoE. So this is running PoE now. So when I get my PoE switch hooked up in the new studio, I can power essentially all of my printers with this. Save for the Prusas, obviously. Though I bet we could figure out some way to add PoE to the Prusas somehow. I'll figure it out. I have access to things to see how I can make that work. Imagine a Prusa with PoE. Not to power the printer, but just to power the electronics. That'd be awesome. Imagine a Prusa being able to just reboot itself. Like a hard reboot. I mean, it can do that already, but like with PoE, man. Imagine it never turning off. I don't know, there's some cool things. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong, Nomad, as he has sealed his fate. That is me. It's me. Okay. Anyway, I am now realizing we have a problem here. This is not cut. I need a saw. Shit. I need a saw or a really hot knife. Because this has to be in 2 pieces. Dark, I am disappointed but not surprised by you. Anyway. Okay. How should we do this? I don't know how we should do this. Okay, so the instructions say to put one here along the main power supply and one here. So let's see. Yeah, something has gone wrong, says Robo. That's bound to happen eventually. Okay. Yeah, do we melt it or do I just take the L and go get a saw? Or do I text somebody to get me a saw? I'm gonna text somebody. Get me a saw, please. Just a small one for plastic. Okay. Saul potentially on its way. So while we wait on that, let us plan out our wiring path here. Okay, so LDO wonderfully makes the wiring harness for you, so you don't have to do any soldering or crimping. Unless, you know, you decide to add like 3,000 mods to your toolhead because, you know, you hate yourself or something. So, very simple. Obviously, we have our mains power coming in from here, so that's going to be 120 volt. Simple. You need a Milo to cut things. Yeah, I really want a Milo. Like, okay, a Milo can essentially do all the parts we need for a positron. So if I just had a bunch of aluminum and a Milo, I could make positrons here. Minus the PCBs, but I'd be able to do a lot of prototyping, so I really want a Milo. But we'll wait until we move, because I don't want to put a Milo in this house. I'd have to do that in the garage, and because I live with my parents, that would not be my garage. And needless to say, running even if it's a mini CNC, that's a bit spicy. Not super spicy, but like, I don't know. It's one of those things that, I definitely don't want anyone else touching unless they know what they're doing. Because CNC machines can be very scary. Okay, I'm just not gonna wear the hat for now. As much as I love wearing my hats, lighting issues. All right, so we have power coming in. It is going to be broken out from here, going into here, as well as here. So we have, I'm going to say, we have positive, negative ground, or any other, combination of the three. I love how I'm using this as a pointer stick. From here, from this little doohickey, this is going to power our main board as well as our Pi, because this is a low power board. Right? No, this is going to power our main board, because this also powers our bed and everything else. I believe let me see, I think the heat bed is, I believe it's a PCB. Should be PCB. If it is just like the actual Mark IV, Mark IVs, then this should be PCB. Whoa. Hello, Kapton tape. Wasn't expecting parts to be in there. I opened a box of parts. What do you... And, anyway. Okay, that is a glass bead thermistor. Here we are. This is a Mark IV bed. This is a Mark IV bed, essentially. Is that the technical term that I'm not aware of? I mean, technically, I'm working pretty solid, and I professionally build Bruce's, so, I mean, yeah. So, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, LDO actually produces the PCB beds, because this is the same silk screen, just with Voron logos. Actually, yeah, I'm like 99% sure this is even the same. This is the same. Yeah, no, this is the same. So I'm like pretty positive LDO is the provider for... So here's the thing. LDO provides the motors, as far as I'm aware, for Prusa. They also provide some other hardware. I believe the PCB bed is one of them. LDO does a lot of stuff for the community and for just a bunch of 3D printing companies. I mean, like, even... Yeah, LDO works with Formlabs, they work with Bamboo, they work with a ton of companies. If a company needs motors or something along those lines that LDO has done, LDO's worked with them. So, yeah. I love this. This looks great. Anyway, this is not an AC bed. This is a DC bed. So, this is also the reason the Eddy probe will not work, because the magnets are embedded. It is not a full sheet magnet. So, yeah. Not much else to say about this, except for the fact that, yeah, this could be a drop-in replacement for a Mark IV. If you wanted to make your Mark IV somewhat Voron? I don't know. Why would you want to do that? I want to do that. I want to troll Rudy, and the rest of Brusa, as well as Joseph. I one of the things I really want to do, just for the fun of it, I want to get a Mark IV kit and see how I can somehow turn it into a positron or positron-like machine. Just for fun. Is my dad coming down with that saw? Let's see if he brings it down. Nope, I don't know if he do. I don't really want to leave you guys to go grab a saw. That's gonna take me like 5 minutes, and then I have to go find the saw, and that's an extra hour long. But we'll see. Okay. So let's look at the instructions here, and just one thing that you should always do, especially when it comes to the electronics: read. Read before you do it. We are all used to doing the instructions as you read them. That is not what you should do. Familiarize yourself with the instructions before you do the thing. Because there's a lot of stuff that you just sometimes need to know. A lot of useful stuff, too. I remember in middle school and high school, one of the things that we used to do was very funny. Toolhead PCB breakout. Oh, we need to grab this. Was my science teacher would give us a thing, a list of instructions that you were supposed to do. And my favorite part about it was at the very bottom. It said, "Do not do anything that this page says." Some of the items on that page would be like, rub your tummy, pat your head, act like a monkey. And you would see like most of the class be doing these things because they were following the instructions. And then at the very end, you see like 2 people that didn't do a damn thing, and they're the one that passed the test. Because the American school system teaches kids to just do what they're told and not think ahead. You see instruction, you follow instruction like robot. That's what you're taught. Anyway. We're not gonna that is just observation. We're not talking politics or anything along those lines. Apparently that is now a political thing. Great. Okay. Where are our wires? Are there? Where's our toolhead? Toolhead stuff is here. Okay. So here is USB adapter. Need that. Okay. So USB adapter PCB, one piece. So yeah, thankfully we are not using the original stealth burner breakout board. We are using this little doohickey. So what this is simple. Very simple. Pretty much just takes in power. This is for your hot end. Takes in USB connection, USB-C. Then outputs to 6-pin. That's it. Simple. This little guy goes in here. Let's see. Yeah, this little guy will go here. And then our toolhead cable will... Something dropped. Is there something in there? No? I heard something hit the desk. And I don't see anything that hit the desk. Nor fell on the floor. So I have absolutely no idea what just happened. I don't know if something fell. Or if I dropped something. No idea. Anyway. So yeah. It will go right about here. And it looks like this is designed to use self-tapping screws. In fact, yep, here they are. I'm not a huge fan of that, but whatever. Is what it is. Yeah, so it's going to go right there. Going to go through the cable hole there that you guys, again, cannot see currently. Here, hold on a second. So here is a little PCB guy. This. Okay, so we can kind of click that in. Place. Okay, and then. Yeah, PLA has a smell, guys. I know you guys can't smell anything anymore, but still. Okay, so I don't really know where that's meant to go. Where is the other printed piece for that? It's still in there? Yes, okay, it is. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff still in here, actually. So let's grab most of this. Okay. Couple SHCSs, another printed part. Okay. Yeah, I know a filament company of which I am somewhat associated with, or I have worked with before. I'm not going to name it because I don't want to say anything negative about them, because we love them. They're great people. I've had filament from them that smells like cat piss. I think it was just one weird batch. Haven't had it happen since, but Google, I wasn't talking to you. But my cat was not happy about that. So anyway, okay. Where did I put my? There it is. I love how I asked, hey, can someone bring me down a saw? And the response is, yeah, I got it. Okay, can you bring it down? Can't. Okay. All right. Oh, I love this. We got a little cover, and just in case you don't know, it highlights which one's positive, which one's negative. I love this. Is the saw in the room with us now? Right. I don't want to leave you guys. Like, I need to go get it. I don't need it. Like, we can do the wiring without it, but you know, things will look better with it. Anyway, let's go ahead and screw this together. So, all right, let's see here. Does this need heat set inserts? No, it looks like it's using self-tapping. So let's try it with these. The bigger question is, why are you letting people sniff your film? Listen. Listen, listen. It's the dog in me, as Joseph says. What, Dark, you don't let people sniff your filament? Why don't you share in the fumes, you know? Sharing the macroplastics is part of a healthy friendship. Okay, so hold on. So if we install that screw in here, then we can't access the stuff underneath. So we can't do that just yet. But we can at least tap them now, which would make this process easier later. So let's go ahead and do that. One of the things in my new workshop that I will be doing is I'm going to be buying the tools that we use at work, because they are really nice. And David is very proud to say that they are the same tools that they use at Prusa. They use Makitas, and they're really nice Makitas. Like, oh my god, I love using these things. I'm absolutely going to be buying them, because they've saved my wrist so many times already. Okay, that is not threading now. Okay, so very little amount of filament to thread into. Oh yeah, this is a very shallow print. Okay, I thought it was supposed to go way deeper than it did. All you need is a Dremel and an angle grinder, right? Then I could be a real maker. Just got it. Come on. I'm glad what I'm doing can be seen in the bottom right camera, because yeah, I'm not doing a good job of keeping it on the center camera. Sorry. Oh, this really hurts my wrist. Like, I wish I had the Makita. Again, we have these Makitas at work, and you go, zzz, done. And the torque that you could set on them can be so low that you can make sure it's only finger tight. It's great. Like, I've always been worried about using electric drills and screws or screwdrivers when building electronics, because I'm an IT guy. I was taught to never use a drill on a computer. And here I am using a drill on a 3D printer. Like, I mean, this entire printer here that you see was hand. I didn't use any electric tools. But after building 3 Prusa's, I've seen the error of my ways, and I will be grabbing some Makitas. Hey, Makita, if you want to sponsor me, please. Please and thank you. We'll appreciate free stuff. Wait, is it at the top of the stairs yet? Okay. I'm gonna go get the saw now. I'm gonna keep talking so that you know that I'm still alive, and the demons haven't gotten me yet. I mean, the demons have gotten me. You know, it is kind of a known fact that, yeah, words, improv, things. Oh no, where's this saw? You lied to me. It's not the top of the stairs. He was sitting on the couch with the... My dad had the saw, right? He was just sitting on the couch with the saw. Just sitting there, just like waiting. I'm like, you could have put it at the top of the stairs. I woke up, I'm looking at the top of the stairs, I'm like, it's not here. It's not at the top of the stairs. You heard me. And then I'm like, you're a liar. And I turned the corner, he's just sitting there. Like, what? Okay, this is what we needed. My dad, he's funny. Oh, gotta love him though. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and solve this. Idea. To ensure I don't cut through my table, I have a thing that I was working on that is going to be perfect for this application. Is it these that are the size I want? No, these technically failed, but also technically didn't fail. Oh shit, what do I do? No, screw it, we're gonna use one of these. Okay. So if you haven't been following me, then you probably haven't seen the fact that I printed some extrusions. Anyway, put a scrap part under, yeah. That's kind of what I'm doing here. So I 3D printed some extrusions. Why did I 3D print extrusions? Well, I'm working on a project that requires some 4040s, and I don't want to buy 4040s right now, because I have like 20 kilograms of black filament I just want to get rid of. So to do a test fit of the rig before I actually get the metal and do the cutting, I'm just 3D printing 250 mil extrusion, so that I can build the thing and test it. But you know what's great to act as a sacrificial piece underneath a saw? 3D printed extrusions. Okay, let's look here. So we need a piece here and here, and that's it. That's it. So, let's see. Do I have a piece that is roughly... yeah, here we are. I think this is about the length... Oh, actually, that's literally a perfect length. That fits perfectly. I'm happy with that. I don't really want it to go over this, because I kind of want it to be... Oh my god, yeah, that is perfect. That is perfect. This length is perfect. We are going to cut this length. Okay. There's no way for me to actually show this to you. Actually, hold on. Yes, there is. I am a liar. My top-down camera has not shifted down as far as it can go. There we go. Now I can actually show it to you guys. Okay. This is going to be imprecise as hell, and that's okay. We're not going for perfection here, chat. We're just going for what works. Because of the nature of how this moves, we're going to be cutting it like this to try and get equal sides. So, put that on our chop block. Shift this over so we don't actually cut into the printer itself. And of course, I just moved it so you guys can't see it. Well, anyway, we're going to put this piece down right next to it. Yeah, I'll shift it over here so you can see it. And I'll push this down a little bit. Okay. Right about there is where we want to cut. So we take this, and we'll go ahead and make a mark. Cool. We made our mark. So now, even if these slide apart, we know exactly where we have to cut. On both parts. Simple. Very simple. Move things out of the way here. And let's make another mark. We're going to move this down. And yeah, we should be able to get 3 out of this piece. LDO being absolute chads and give enough spares. Gotta love it. There's one piece that we have to use. That black piece of whatever this is called. It's from KB3D. We have to use it. We have to use it somewhere. Don't know where we're going to use it. We have to use it somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and cut this. This is gonna be messy. I'm already covered in whatever it is. Probably don't want to breathe it. But who gives a shit? I just printed my own for my 2.4. I used a Dremel. Man, you guys sound fancy with your fancy tools. I wish I could be fancy with fancy tools. But apparently, I'm a caveman. And we're doing this caveman style. With a hacksaw. I am absolutely scratching the frame, don't worry. I'm making sure that every single stroke of this saw is digging into this beautiful anodized frame. Every single part. That's not working anymore. Okay, we're gonna just keep going. We're doubling down. I cut mine with flush cutters. That sounds like a good idea, but also it doesn't sound like using a saw. This ain't cutting no more, so no, don't want to do that. Let's just... Nope, that's crooked. That's very crooked. Oh, jeez. All right. Okay, at this point, we're gonna do things a little differently. We're probably gonna do this the way we should have started. Right? Someone's gonna be like, why didn't you do that to begin with? And I'll be like, I don't know, man. Because this is way easier, jeez. That was easy. All over my pants now. Ah. Okay. Let's do the other cut that we need to do on this. Okay. Come on. Hey, that actually worked out quite well. Alright, time to do this side. Okay, so... Nope. Let's try this. Hold on. Wait, will that work? Let's find out. Thank you, Mama Nomad, for offering your laser, but, no, we're doing this the stupid way. Because the stupid way is entertaining? Question mark? I don't know. You will watch me for some reason. Is this content? I don't even know anymore. I am very much risking the printer just to make sure you guys can see stuff. Gotta do that one more time. I can see that. It's painful. Well, I mean, people watch it. We did it. The deed is done. Let it be known that we did this the proper Voron. No, we did not do this the proper Voron way. Okay. We did it. We're done. We got the 3 parts. They're not the best looking. They're very hacky. But we can clean that up. We can. Oh, wow. Why is that so easy? Are you kidding me? I thought that'd be difficult. I thought that would be hard. I could have just used scissors. I could have just used scissors. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. I didn't even try the cutters. I just immediately assumed the cutters would not be able to cut this material. I made an assumption. And I was wrong. Which is not, you know, unsurprising. Incorrect assumptions is a very common thing that occurs. I just feel particularly dumb. Well, we'll clean up the parts anyway. These look fine. All right. My work desk is now covered in microplastics of the variety that I cannot extrude. So it is of a sad, depressing microplastic variety. And that is what it is. That is what it is. Sometimes, chat, I need someone to stop me from making dumb decisions. And I don't feel like you guys are necessarily within my best interests. You eat it, you extrude it later. No. Oh. That's not how that works. It is how that works, but that's not how that works. Oh, who pinged me? Why ping me? Oh, cool. All right, so someone's going to a robotics competition tomorrow, and they are bringing a positron. That's gonna be so cool. Can't wait to see photos of that. Somebody is gonna be bringing a positron to Antarctica. That's gonna be wild. Can't wait to see that. Oh, that goes with that. That goes with this. Yep. Okay, and then this. Okay, there we go. All right, let's actually figure out which ones now fit in which locations. Let's see. This is actually the nicest looking one, and it was the middle piece. I think that's hilarious, and it fits perfectly right there. I can't believe the middle piece is the one that looks the nicest. Like, how? How did we cut that nicely? And the other two look botched. I don't know, man. You think I know? You think I understand what the things I do? If you think I understand the things I do, press 1 now. If you would like to speak to a representative, press 2. If you hear Callie, press 3. For more information on how to connect with your local extrusion company, press 10. I need to buy more VHB. I forgot what 2 was. So, we're sorry, we're unable to connect your call at this time. I am happy to say, this is actually kind of cool. There's a positron tool currently being used at Printed Solid for building Prusus. So, if you buy a Mark IVS from Printed Solid, assembled Mark IVS, there is a possibility that a tool designed for positron is in use making it. And what it is was I brought in so if you look at the positron GitHub and you look under tools, there is a hook I designed to help with just wiring in general. I brought those in today. And they are very useful because they are very small and you're able to fish wire with it, as well as zip ties. And that's something I designed for positron. And well, now it is being used by assembly guys. So I'm kind of proud of that. Feels good, man. Feels good. 2 was something about a free printer. Dark, if you want a free printer, you have to fly to Philadelphia. You pay for the shipping. But, I got a couple. I'm trying to give away my, my V400. I don't want that anymore. But I'm not paying for the shipping to get it out anywhere. So, I'm gonna get it. Okay, so, oh, I see. Okay, so this PCB self-taps into the printed part, and then this part just VHB tapes on. Okay. I was like, no, I don't want to self-tap this into the plastic. That's going to make the panel look bad. But no, it don't do that. I'm just a dunce. Alright. So the way we're going to wire this is actually in reverse. We're essentially going to go from the tool head and the motors and work our way backward. That's how we're going to do things. At least that's how I do it with the Prusas, and that works quite well. Like the way I do the Prusas is the buddy board's actually the last thing I'll wire. So by the time I get to the buddy board, all my cables that I need for it are right there, and I just have to plug them in. But then again, the Prusas are a known layout, so I don't have to like figure out where the cables are gonna go every time I do it, so I keep that in mind. But should be able to do that here. Press that up against there, push that down. Go. I didn't get grab on the other side there. It's not straight. Not really. Alright, we're just gonna move it up and put that actually on extrusion directly. Yeah. Won't look great, but I mean, when are you gonna walk in my house and look underneath my printer? Weirdo. Okay, we need one more here. This was lovingly cut by our friends at KB3D. Where should it go? Right here? Oh my god, that's perfect. Right there. It's going right there. Why? No reason. It just works. Then I gotta send a photo to Chris saying, hey, thank you for this piece. Okay. Cut. Speaking of KB3D, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to buy yourself a Prusa, KB3D doesn't have Prusas, but we have a Prusa affiliate link down in the description. So if you need to get anything from Prusa, be that filament and or a Prusa printer, you can do so using our affiliate link below, including if you wish to pre-order a Core 1. Or not pre-order now, I think you just order it and then they will ship out in the batches. But if you need anything else for, say, a Voron or any other printer, such as Positron, KB3D has you covered. KB3D do help support the stream via that affiliate link below. So, you know, if you are often buying filament, or if you're often buying, you know, parts for your Voron, be that nozzles, build plates, etc., please consider using our affiliate link below. Because every time you use our affiliate link, we get a kickback that helps support not only myself, but the Positron project. We have a lot of cool stuff coming out of Positron this year. A lot of cool stuff. Can't talk on it yet, but we got a lot of cool stuff that I am very excited to share. But we need some help. You know, development is expensive. Very expensive. And every penny helps us continue to buy parts and materials, because as much as we love working with our partners, we can't get everything for free. We have to buy stuff. It would be great if we could get everything for free, but you know, we don't want to. We really don't want to be those kind of guys. What we prefer to do is we buy everything we need during our prototyping stage, and then if we want to show something off, like, hey, we prototyped this and it's working, do you want to sponsor it? Then we do that. But like, that's when we're prototyping, we don't do that. We will buy from our retailers such as KB3D. Like, all the mods you see here, aside from the Konomi, the kit was bought from KB3D, so I paid money. I paid my own money for this. The printed parts were purchased through West 3D, and the rails were purchased on my own from Amazon. And the nozzle was purchased by me. The PZ Probe was not provided to us. I purchased the PZ Probe. The Nighthawk 36 board was not provided to us. I purchased it myself. LDO did then send me a Nighthawk 36 separately for another project, but I still paid for it myself. So a lot of this stuff that you see in this kit is not provided for free. It was provided to us. It was purchased by myself. So, with very few items that were provided by our partners. So, once again, thank you LTO, thank you KB3D, thank you West 3D, thank you everybody who provided these parts in some way, shape, or form, be that provided for free or we purchased from. I have a duty. Let's see. You know what? That works. Because this is the KB3D part that they sent to me as a meme, I'm just going to put the K right here. So it's just going to say K. Man, I really wish I knew where my scissors were. Make that a clean cut, but I can just trim this. Too much work. Let's just put it on here. Yeah, materials are not getting any cheaper. I feel really bad for anyone who tried self-sourcing a positron. It kind of got shafted. And that kind of also goes for like self-sourcing almost any kit right now. Unless it's already in the States. Yeah. I would say for now, try buying your parts from Amazon if you live in the States. I don't know, man. Check KB3D first. Check West 3D. Check Fabrico. Check them first. Check our friendly, you know, small business retailers first. Check them first. If you can't find them on any of those sites, then go to Amazon. Because Amazon typically is only obviously selling stuff here. Okay? Okay. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Actually, that just gave me an idea. All right, we're doing that. We are doing that. Oh, come on, really? You're not ripping. No. I just decided, rather than throw away the rest of the sticker, we're going to make it say KB3D vertically inside the printer. So K. On. Yeah, we're getting artsy fartsy in here, guys. Hi, Callie. Hello. K. B. This is looking good. Next is the 3. Gotta be careful about this. Gotta get that 3 just right. There we go. They also sent me a horse sticker that I'm just in love with. That's going to go on the outside of the enclosure. K, B, 3, yay! Yeah. There we go. Actually, that looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. It'll never be seen, but I know it's there. And that's the important part. Okay, let's get... First, before we actually install this, let's actually route this cable. So, okay. Let's see here. So, first off, let's go ahead and open this up. We're starting from the toolhead, remember. Well, we've been streaming for how long? And, yeah. We've been streaming for over an hour and we haven't done any wiring. Progress on this build has been riveting. We'll likely be streaming either tomorrow or Sunday to try and get more time done on this, because I really want to get this done. I really don't want to be working on this anymore. As much as I am having fun, like I am having fun, let me be clear on that. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't want to be working on this anymore. I want this to be printing. I got projects that I need to work on, and I need this printing for those projects. It's like there's like a ton of projects that this could be working on. And well, right now it can't. Like we gotta upgrade the Mark IV to Mark IVS. We have to do that. I have the kit. We gotta do that. We gotta build an MMU3. We have a rep box to build. I haven't even been able to touch the rep box. So we gotta get all of that going. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna route that underneath the board because we can. And then that's just gonna go into there. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, that works. There really isn't any other way to route this cable. So I'm just gonna kind of click that There we go. We're gonna... You know what? We're gonna do it this way. Does that put a decent amount of pressure on the cable? Yes. But it works. We'll just put a little bit of VHB tape on the back of that. Just a little bit. This stuff is not letting me peel off the red layer at all. There we go. Okay, there we go. Sit down. I have a habit of like standing up and sitting down a lot. At work, I've been getting into the better habit of standing up more, because my last job was just a desk job, so I never got to stand up. So I've been trying to just stand up more and be better about doing that. It's not easy when your job is sitting down for 10 years. Like, actually really isn't that easy to just transition. Okay, I need to see a breakout of the what is this? It's the where's the box? SKR Mini E3. SKR Mini E3 E3. In out. There we go. Thank you. It's a wonderful PDF. Okay, so this is heat bed. This is E0, so extruder 0. Excuse me. This is power in. So it's this one on the outside that we want to use, which, hold on, these are terminals. What? Does this go to just a power supply? Chat, for NH36, does this just plug directly into a power supply? Because these are power supply terminals. Or does it go actually into the tool head? I'm starting to assume this goes to the actual power supply. How to wire NH36. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this just goes straight into the 24 volt power supply. Okay. So it goes into here. We're going to route this in, have it loop at the end, and then it's going to come up to the K, and then back out. So this needs 24 volts. Come on, let me in. Okay. All right. Where is my larger screwdriver? Under here somewhere. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. So the way that LDO pre-wired this kind of limits me on where I can actually route that. Let me I'm gonna do this real quick. Move that up a rung. Because I need just a little bit more slack in the cable. Okay, so actually, when dealing with this stuff, I'm forgetting what this conduit's called. Conduit. When dealing with conduit, especially a conduit like this, what I like to do. I forgot I didn't screw that down. Let me do that. Let me screw that down so it doesn't just fly out again. In like an hour or an hour and a half, we'll do our filament giveaway. So in like 30 to 45 minutes, I'll post the link to the forum where you guys can put in your deets and get in on the giveaway. Go. All right. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in. So they have it shrink wrapped right there. So this is a little tricky, but all we need to do is make sure that one terminal goes to V+. One terminal goes to V-. Very simple. Difficult to break. Very difficult to do wrong. Another thing you typically want to do when wiring up power supplies like this, try and keep them the same. Like, don't just add a ton of stuff to stuff. Actually, do your best to, what's it called? What I'm trying to say is try not to stack things. So if you have one item that needs 24 volts, each of these is a rail. So each of these can output up to 24 volts. Try not to add two things to it. No, because there's a limit. Outputs 14.6 amps, so it has limits. You don't want to exceed those limits. So don't draw too much current from that thing is what I'm trying to say. All right, I need to skip this song. Know your limit and play with it. No. No black smoke yet. So far, so good. Got another ping from somewhere. Why do I have 3 pings here? Too many pings. One second, I do have to respond to somebody. ESU has power in? Not yet. We just started wiring, so this is the tool head board. So we're gonna make sure that's routed here. So let's actually grab that cable. I like to start from the tool head, just to kind of get everything I need. This is really long. So we are going to route this. Let's see. Oh, I just realized we have another problem. I mean, I could put this in a cable chain. We'll figure it out. This comes up through here. If only I had, like... Actually, wait. No, never mind. No problem. I can keep this taut. Because the way that this works, this doesn't increase or decrease in length. You can't see what I'm pointing at. So it doesn't increase or decrease in length. It stays static. So there's no way it can get caught. So all we need to do is essentially zip tie this. I'll give it a little bit of slack, just a little bit. Doesn't need a lot of slack. But we can just coil it up inside the base. So just like that. And we just stuff that in there. That's it. Big old service loop, right? Actually, I think I'll put the service loop in the back here. This way, if I wanted to, I could relatively easily access this later without like lifting the entire printer up. I would essentially be able to take off this cover, which would be easy for me to get to. And then I would have access to that whole thing. Yeah. So we are going to do the zip tie loop right here. Shoot, where are my zip ties? Where's my positron zip ties? The hundreds of zip ties that I have, where are they? They're under here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere in general. No, wait, what? Oh, here they are. Don't you love it? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna zip tie this to the frame. That I could very easily just take it apart. Oh. Oh, Sebas, you didn't see. Yeah, okay. Where's the rest of it? E 3D. Hey. Because the black conduit, that's the one that KB3D sent in that bag of trash. Okay. So we are going to do a zip tie around here. Just kind of hold everything together. Look, we get artsy fartsy on this stream. Alright, there we go. Now we will tie off this end. Then if at any point I need to give this any slack, all I have to do is go to the back of the printer and cut this zip tie, give it whatever slack it needs, and then we should be good to go. That should be good. We're going to flip it over and test the motion real quick to make sure everything's still good, but that should be good. All right, here we are. The cable is right here. Somewhat taut, but the idea is that we don't want that to get in the way of anything. So that should be good. Now, we're not going to go anywhere above here. In fact, I think I'm going to add a physical stop here to prevent it from going any higher. Because the tool head causes issues any further up. Again, we're going to redesign this so that all the stuff I did here can go down here in the back. So that this isn't a problem. The whole top piece. We're going to redo that for the Switchwire. Again, for the 2.4 and Trident, this works perfectly fine. But yeah, so let's just make sure it's a little sketch there. That works. We did good. That works really well. Cool. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that, actually. Okay, well, there's our tool head. Now for the rest of this stuff, let's see what the instructions say. Oh, wait, no. All right, instructions are trying to tell us to do other stuff here, but the only chain mount that we're gonna do is the Y. The rest we're leaving because we don't really need it. Why is this not? Yeah, the only one that we're going to do is the Y cable chain. But, yeah, here it is. Alright, it's not telling us to do the cabling just yet, but hey, we did the first one anyway. Okay, so let's get that 10 by 11 cable chain. What? This is gonna be the big boy, right? Which one of these is it? One of these. I don't know which one. Alright, we have to flip the printer over anyway, so we'll do that. And then we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's try the shortest one. Nope. This is not it. This is not it. You can tell. That's also not it. That's wait, what? Oh. How the hell? Definitely not that one. I forgot that these don't flip. So, like, they're the same direction. Which I think causes a problem with the mod. Because I designed the mod for the rails here with the idea that it would just kind of connect. Maybe that one? Not that one. Let's try the last one here. Time to mod the mod. Hey, that might be more true than you think. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be this one. Okay, so... How the fuck... Maybe I installed it backwards. Let's see. Let's have a look at this. No, it was installed like this, which is the right way. So these were facing outward. And you can clearly tell that it's meant to go like that. But, like... I can't do that. Alright, we'll do this anyway. So, M3x6 FHCS. Do I have that in the posi stuff? No, okay. It's gonna be in this pile somewhere. And 3x6 FHCS. Oh man, I really didn't think I'd have to be digging in here. That's captive screw. That's M3x12. 3x10. I need to go see somebody about my back. I got some muscle problems. My back hurts, but I know that it's because I hurt me muscles doing M3x12 FHCS. I think that's gonna be it. No. Oh, it needs to be M3x6. If I use M3x12, it's gonna break things. Found them. Yeah, I've been using muscles that my body is like, dude, what are these muscles? Like, we haven't used these in years, man. And you expect us to use these? So I'm lifting printers and stuff as my job now. So it's like I'm actually moving in ways that I haven't moved in a very long time. I just tried to put a screw into a screw in order to... I find new ways to disappoint myself every day. First one. That's the second one. Okay. That's correct right there. Let's go ahead and install that. Go. Let's get this other one in. Yeah, one slight problem with the way that this is working right now, and I think I have a fix for it already. This doesn't allow us to do ADXL in the bed, so I have to figure out a solution for that, which that will be relatively easy to figure out. Just, getting it to attach to something. Okay, so I don't understand this. So, I mean, I'll try and flip this if this can be flipped. I don't know if it can be. These sometimes these cable chains don't like the ends to be flipped for whatever freaking reason. I'm hoping they don't mind. That worked. There we go. I was just being dumb again. I should stop acting dumb. It's kind of a life rule I need to start listening to. I won't, though. You know me. Okay, now, if I design this correctly, this will not interfere, and this will not cause problems. If I designed it correctly. Okay, I need... This is problematic. Nope, can't do that. Huh. Do I have a wear tool that can get in there? My wear tools are a little scattered right now. Don't know where my smallest ones are. And I need my ball screw wearer. You fit? Oh, you are too large. Need the smaller ones. I don't know where the smaller ones are. Okay. That won't work. Will you work? Please, no. I need something small. It's gonna get in this space. No, that won't work. How about you? No. You? Too small. Close, but no cigar. Nope. On the money. I said on the money, Callie. Yeah. Okay. Now with this, I can actually get this one into that spot. Hope I'm not cross-throwing that. Really suck if I am. It's in. Okay, good news. Little doors for this cable routing open up towards me. So putting wires through this cable chain should be relatively easy. There we go. Okay. Now I need to adjust the mount again. Go. Sweet. That works. Hang on. Okay. The screen. Got the parts for that? Better. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, that's a short-ass ribbon cable. That's because the pie is kind of meant to go right into that, but that's not what we're doing, so... Okay, I presume that... Yeah, this is up. Okay. So... Oh, look, there's little slots for everything. This is where designs differ. Because the instructions from the Voron team still use the old screen. The non-touch... Oh, God. Let's pinch some cables. This is a really tight fit. Oh, my God. Why is this such a tight fit? I can't get this out. I don't want to harm the PCB. Like, I can't get this out right now. This is stuck in there. And I just broke something. Cool, that's neat. Oh, shit, I can't get this out. What? Seriously? I was doing a freaking test fit, now everything's stuck together. Why are you stuck? I don't understand. How are you stuck? I didn't screw anything in. Nothing clicked in. And these fucking holes are too small for me to... There we go. Got it. Why? You literally just were frictioned up against the... Really? Is it just that tight of a fit? Oh my god. That's problematic, man. Whatever that was is broken now. It's like a USB header. Hope I didn't need that. Oh, that's gonna get stuck again. If the printed part breaks a piece, is... Okay, so here's the thing. I got the kit from KB3D, right? I got the printed parts from West 3D. If the printed parts break part of the kit, who's responsible? Because, like, that should not be giving me problems right now. I love West 3D. The printed parts come out great. This is the first time I'm having an issue with the printed parts. But, like, in my attempt there to, like, pull out the screen, I ripped it. Dude, this is annoying. It's what it is. And I can't push it in the other way. Whatever. If something goes wrong, I can just tell LDO, and LDO will send me new stuff. It's a very tight fit is the problem. Like, a little too tight for my comfort. It's so much so that, like, I'm about to pinch a cable in an irreversible way. Now, it's... Yeah, the screen is just really tight fit. It's fine. I can fix it. It's just annoying. That's all. Yeah, I don't think West 3D didn't. Obviously, this is not their fault. You know, every time you print something, there's always a chance of random shrinkage. And, you know, we cannot expect people that make printed parts to, like, test the fit of every single part they print. Because, you know, we can't really expect them to just have all that right next to them. They do maintenance on their machines to ensure that parts printed are within spec. You know, sometimes, though, that just causes some problems, and you know, you work through that. Ricky says that is unnecessarily too tight. Yep. And you know what? I will work through it. And just by trimming it with my tool, I was able to get it in without issue. There we go. We got it. And if there was an issue, I know that KB3D, West 3D, and LDO will help me out, and you know, they would take care of it. So, not worried. It works. And you know, worst case scenario, I would just use the web browser to control everything. Not that big of a deal. Glad we got it working. Just that was a little frustrating. But that's okay. It's okay to get frustrated. Still very, very grateful for West 3D for getting these parts out to me as quickly as they did. Again, if you don't know what happened, I was going to print these parts out myself on my Prusa XL, but my Prusa XL had a major issue, and West 3D, I ordered from them with express delivery, and they got it to me really, really quickly. So they kind of saved the day on this project. Okay. There we go. By the way, I just ordered a PCB bed for my positron from West 3D. Let's hope I don't break it that one. Hell yeah, man! I love the LDO PCB bed. I do love it. I don't use it. I use the glass more. I do use it if I want to print some crazier materials. Obviously, nothing too crazy. But, oh, wait. Shoot. I'm supposed to install this. Oopsies. Whoopsies! Yeah, that goes like that. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. I would say LDO should redesign that part, but yeah. Jason has said publicly, or at least in the Discord, that they don't. That right now everything's on hold with Switchwire. I think we all know what happened. Switchwire just did not do as well as they had hoped, which is fine. Fine. It saddens me because I love the Switchwire. This has been a really easy build to do, and it is a great intro printer, especially a great intro kit. Because if you compare this, I have not built a Trident. I want to build a Trident. I've heard many great things about the ease of assembly for Tridents. I have not built one myself. I would love to build one myself. But my caveat is that moving forward, I only want two printer sizes. I want 350 build volumes. Because I want them to share... I want all my printers to share beds. I'm always going to have Prusa Mark IVs and Core 1s. So that's why I went with Switchwire, because Switchwire uses the same bed. And I'm always going to have my Prusa XL, so I also want 350 beds, because that's a 350 bed. So I want all my printers to use the same stuff. Yeah, I don't know why people don't see bed slingers as like it's a bed slinger. It's just a different kinematic system. Core XY, yeah, you can get faster out of that, but up until recently, the Speed Benchy was held by Monica McWolf on a fucking Ender 3. Like, that was a world record Speed Benchy. It was modified, like, it was a very modified Ender, but it was still on that machine. And it's insane. What is this? Is this M2 screws? I think these are M2 screws. Because with a bed slinger, because you have one motor per axis, you actually can, like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if that is a benefit in any way, shape, or form, but it's easy to build. It's very easy to build. It's simple. It's hard to fuck up. And fucking Prusa has been using that design for years now. And it has proven to be a reliable kinematic system. You know, bed slingers don't have to prove themselves. They've been working. Prusa is moving to a Core XY. Sure. That is mostly because it has become cheap enough to be a viable thing for Prusa to pursue. You know, it's not saying that, you know, bed slingers are not good anymore. They are. They have a place. I don't think a 300 mil bed slinger is viable. No, that's a terrible idea. Because that's too much weight. But when you're talking about a small printer, it works well. It is a simple kinematic system to troubleshoot. It is a simple kinematic system to maintain. That's why I'm going with it. Because I know that, you know, I could easily maintain this. I don't have to put a lot of effort into it. And it is similar enough to my Prusas that I'm going to be able to obviously get parts for it and other aspects of that. Again, I'm doing it to maintain part disparity or parity with my Prusas. And I'm probably going to get more Switchwires. Like, this was an easy build, and this was a fun build. I'm probably going to get more. Again, I don't need fast printers. I already have fast printers. I'm going to have the Mark 4S, which is a bed slinger. I have the Prusa XL, and I'm going to have a Core 1 at some point. They're fine. I don't need anything faster than that. I have my positron if I want to do fast PLA print. It can do other, you know, materials, but, you know, I have a fast printer. I don't know. As Nero says, the best way to print quickly is to just get more printers. So that's what I do. You know, I have a farm. And for me, the best utilization, the best way I can get more money out of my farm is to ensure they all use the same bed size. So that means either I go full XL and use only 350 beds, or I diversify. My idea is I'm going to build 350 tool changers. So I'm going to build some custom tool changers that use Prusa beds. Like, straight up, I want to turn... Here is what I want to do. I want to go crazy. I don't want to just build a 2.4 that has you know, one giant build plate. No, I want to do that. I'm going to get a bunch of the mini plates from Prusa, and I'm going to essentially make a custom XL. And I'm going to make it run Clipper with a bunch of different beds, and I'm going to figure out how to calculate like what beds have to be turned on for the volume. I'm going to figure that out. I'm sure someone else has probably already done it, but that's what I'm going to do. You know, is that efficient? No. I mean, yes, it is, but like, is it easy? No. It's going to be hard. But I want the challenge, you know? I already got printers that are reliable. All the other printers I'm going to be building are for fun. Really? Yes, I do get a discount as a Print Solid employee. But if I want to buy a printer, it is very much a let's talk about this kind of discount. So it's not just like a flat discount. I don't really know. I'm gonna, because here's the thing, as someone who runs Positron, there's a hierarchy that I have to follow. So for example, even though I own the Prusa XL and I work for Print Solid, I can't just repair my own machine and make my own ticket. No, I need to go through the process. So I have to contact Rudy, who is my contact, and Sean. I have to contact Rudy and Sean and be like, hey, this is the problem I'm having. Even though I am a Print Solid employee, they are my content creator / project contacts. So I contact them because I am a content creator / project lead. I'm a community. I'm an influencer. We'll just assume it's influencer. I am an influencer. I hate saying that word, but that is what I am. And so I contact Rudy and Sean for anything I need in regards to these two machines I have behind me. Even though I am fully capable of, submitting the ticket myself in the Printed Solid system and repairing it myself, I have to go through Rudy and Sean because I'm an influencer. So any machines I get, even any machines I purchase, I have to go through them. Additionally, because I'm a content creator, I ask them first on if I'm able to get something, because there's a possibility that they will just either donate or give it to the Positron project. So I go to them first. Then, once I go through that channel, if I don't get anything out of that, or they tell me, hey, go to this, then I can go to Print and Solid to be like, hey, I would like to get this. And then as a Print and Solid employee, I do that. It is mostly age of the relationship. My relationship with Prusa as an influencer is longer standing than my relationship with Prusa as an employee. So that's why you want to do it that way. You stick to the channels that have been established for you first, rather than whatever new channels, because you don't want to overstep on anybody. And since that is what has been established, you continue to follow the process that's been established until you are requested to do otherwise, or you ask and then do whatever you're told. At least that's kind of how you do it. Anyway, that's done. Next, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick to 350 build volumes. I'm going to stick to 250 build volumes with the Mark IV beds. That's really it, because I don't need anything more or less. 350 is great for large prints. I am probably going to have 2, maybe 3 350 printers. I don't anticipate going any more. And yes, a 350 2.4 can fit 6 tool heads. Yep. 5 I'm fine with, though. I'm perfectly happy with 5. I don't need more than 5. But anyway, I'm probably going to go with either another XL, or I'm going to go with a 2.4 350 tool changer using a Bamboo Prusa XL bed. Then probably going to build more Switchwires, or get Core 1s, depending on which one's cheaper. Here's the great thing. So I work with LDO directly. I get massive discounts on LDO kits. Massive discounts. Like, insane discounts. TLDR, if I want to buy any LDO kit, I go straight to Jason. And Jason will cut me the best deal. It is similar to the deal that, again, this is because I work with LDO. Like, this is not that anybody, you cannot just ask Jason for this. This is specifically because I work with them with Positron. I can just be like, hey, Jason, I would like to purchase one of these. And he'll essentially give me the retailer price. That way, LDO can maintain getting a profit. They can send it to me, and everyone stays happy, and I can use it to develop more for LDO. That's kind of how that works. So, and it's only because I have that direct relationship. They're already sending me stuff directly for Positron. So, you know, asking for a printer is not that big of a leap. So, you know, if there is a time where... I love how it says LCD thing, and then 2 screws of indeterminate size. Okay, thanks, guys. That's not helpful. I know that it's going to be, like, different per thing. This is a heat set insert required. Okay. It's an M3. Anyway, sorry, we were getting so off topic. So, I want to build Vorons. I like my Prusas. I do love my Prusas. But, I do want to build Vorons. Because it's fun. It's fun to add a lot of character. I like Clipper. I really like Clipper. Prusas are great. I love my Prusas. They are very reliable. They are very good. But for now, until either, you know, I'm given more Prusas or, you know, something like that, I'm going to keep with Voron. Because at least I know I have the CAD with Voron, so I can make it the way I want it. Now, I'm likely going to get access to the CAD for some of the Prusas, potentially. I don't know, maybe. I work for them, so I might need it. I would not distribute it at all because of my contract. I don't know. This is one of the weird parts where it's like I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. I've not been talked to about this. So I don't even know what I'm gonna get. I'm probably not gonna get anything. Because, you know, Prusa is semi-open source now. Let me be clear as well. I agree with what Prusa has decided. Because, you know, there's no more Mark III clones in the world. There's attempts at making clones, but they're not great. Yeah. Much as it sucks that Prusa is no longer open source, like fully open source, it also helps ensure that as a company, they survive. So, as a result, I'm fine with it. Because, you know, you gotta do what's best for your business, and Prusa is doing it in a way that's not only best for their business, but they are also ensuring that it still benefits everybody as much as possible. So, like, they're not ripping things away from people. Just because they're not open source doesn't mean that they're not supporting people. They still are. Yeah. But let's be honest, like, yeah, I'd fully, like, if the Core 1 was entirely closed source, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be completely understanding of that. You know, oh, that's what fell in there. It was another fuse for the USB board. I wouldn't be mad at all. In fact, I wouldn't necessarily be supportive of that, but, like, you know, I wouldn't complain. Because they have every right to do that. We are not, as a community, we are not obligated to get anything open source. Unless it was built off of something that someone else made open source. Let me be clear. Someone else made open source. Just because the Mark IV is based off the Mark III, and the Mark III was open source, does not mean the Mark IV has to be open source, because Prusa owns the license. They can change the license whenever the fuck they want. That is their determination. But let's say you develop a slicer based off an open source slicer, and you decide that you don't want your slicer, or you don't want a fork of your slicer to work with your printers anymore. That's when problems happen. Because you're then closed sourcing a program you wrote based off someone else's open source work. But no reasonable company would do that, right? Right? I don't think so. At least I can't think of any that would. I did not anticipate throwing shade today. But the sun's out. Or, well, it's not, but you get the joke. Yeah. Like, hey, let's look at Positron, for example. I've not hidden the fact that, Positron is trying to be for profit. I want Positron to make money so that I can give the people that helped make Positron money. I want to give my team, compensation for their work. I can't right now because it's fucking expensive. Where the fuck did that screw go? There's. I can't right now. I want to. But the only way I can compensate people for the work they did on Positron is by making money. That is the only way I could do that. So, Positron is a for-profit company. Right now, we are not for profit, but that's only because we're not making money. Because the only money we make right now is kickback donations from LDO. That's it. That's the only way we make money. Matter Hackers gave us $20 for the donations they've collected through their stuff. But that's it. We only get donations from the community and from LDO. As such, we have only been able to afford, stuff to continue development. We haven't been able to afford to pay anybody. We've been able to afford trips. That's awesome. But yeah, we've not been able to pay anybody. But I want to. I want to give my team, compensation for their work. And as such, I cannot promise the next printer we design is going to be fully open source. Now, I think it will be, but I'm going to mark it as non-commercial. Non-commercial share-alike. Meaning that any forks or derivatives of our work would also be non-commercial. So that we personally could write the license for commercial use. That way we retain ownership of the design. But that's kind of like the only way I can think of doing it. I don't know exactly how that would be done. I have no idea. All I know is that is likely to be how it is done. Okay. And if you guys have any questions about that, I am happy to answer. I'm not trying to, sneak a fast one by anybody by any means. I like being open and honest. Possibly to the detriment of myself, but Whatever. I'd rather be open and honest about my intentions with Positron as a company slash project than for someone to be like, oh my god, why did they do that? Well, I've been talking about it forever. Like, again, I am shepherding. Oh, come on. Where is it? I hate these connectors with a burning passion. It's broken. Are you fucking kidding? It's broken. The connector's broken. The latch is gone. Great. Great. I thought this had an HDMI input, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, let's think. I have a big-ass one. Had a big-ass one over here. Where did I put that? I had the same connector on it. I was just going to rip that plastic part off that and put it on the new one. Where did I put it? Another case of Nomad lost something. I have a screen from Soval. I have the screen unit for the SV08. Oh, here it is. Okay. This has it. Here's a giant ass screen that I have. I'm not using this because this is huge and is unnecessary. But it has the plastic part I need. I'm gonna rip that off. Is this the same plastic part? No, it's a different connector. Of course it's a different connector. Fuck me, I guess. As far as I can tell, it's not on the floor. Not that I would be able to even distinctly tell if it was. I don't even... I'm upset. And the worst part is that this piece that's broken / missing, it's too small. It is too small for me to print. Like, I can't do anything about this because God forbid we use something other than a ribbon cable. Like a goddamn standard. Why do I run into problems with this? It's like, and it's the stupidest things. It's like, it's not the fault of LDO. It's not the fault of Big Tree Tech. Oh, actually, no, this one technically is. It's not, it's just stupid shit. Maybe I just buy Cruces moving forward. When the hell did that break? Like, what? I literally took it out of the box and it wasn't broken. It broke in between. Dude, what the hell? I'll contact Jason. Just gonna make controlling this thing a bit harder for now. Which is really frustrating. Because, again, we were on track for this to be done possibly by tonight or by this weekend. And now, that threw a wrench into things. It's gonna be functional, but not fully. And that, I'm allowed to be upset by. This is very frustrating. Let's look at the Soval screen. This is also a 7-inch touchscreen. It uses an HDMI cable. Here's the problem. This could work. This could very well work. However, where's the screen? Come on. Oh. Where is it? Just took it out, man. Where could I... Today is not my day. Can't use a posi screen, because the posi screen is the CM4 itself. I'd have to put a positron board in there. Where's the screen? It literally was in here. Where did it just walk off? I took it out literally last week and I put it... It's right here. Here we are. No, that screen's too big. This screen's ugly. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. It's roughly the same size. Winded Dragon, I took it, my bad. Can I have it back, please? Shouldn't take things without asking people. That's rude. What is the quality of the SV8 screen? Where's my nose? I don't even know the quality. A 24-inch monitor next to the printer. You know, you say that. Honestly, you deserve that. You say that. I'm tempted. I'm actually really tempted. If I had a 24-inch capacitive touchscreen with a KVM, and all I had to do was tap on it to swap the input, that would be dope. Tap on a button corresponding to whatever printer I wanted to control, and then bam, I'm controlling it. I'd like that. That would be cool. Yeah, like a giant Panda Touch. I would love that. Okay, I have no idea what the quality of this screen is going to be, but it has HDMI, meaning it's not a stupid ribbon cable, and it's USB. So I'm probably going to use this. I will still reach out to Jason and be like, hey, my Switchwire screen broke during assembly. Somehow. This looks like a screen they use on other printers, so getting it replaced would not be that big of a problem. Okay, so this is a maker base? Oh, okay. I mean, it looks nice. Definitely does not fit. I mean, it's about the same size, so like I could design a new mount. Gonna be honest, wind has left my sails right now. And I am trying to find a gust of wind. Okay, so here's the other problem with this screen. We have micro HDMI on the Pi 4. We do not have full-size HDMI, which really sucks. Okay, MKS IPS 50 V1. Let's look on printables for something. So, MKS IPS 50. Hey, is that a Voron mount I see? Let's open the 3D viewer. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. I'm not stopping. We're going to keep going. I really want to get it powered on at the very minimum. But I think I just found... Okay. I'm going to create new Switchwire mod. Okay. Go forward. Go back. Okay, well that needs to be updated. So MKS IPS 50. Alright, let's keep looking. We found a Voron mount. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, and the rest is... looks like other stuff. Okay. Okay. We found this. Let's see, what 3D files do they provide with it? STL, 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 STL. Okay. Only STLs. That's annoying. But I can work with it. Pretty restrictive license there, bud. No commercial, no free cultural works, meets open... What? Attribution, non-commercial, share alike. A bit restrictive, but... I'm not really doing this for commercial purposes. Just trying to... make a mount. Okay. I'm going to use this. This looks like I can also tilt it, which is better than what we currently have. Yeah, it looks like the whole idea is that this can be tilted. I like that. It looks like the mounting mechanism... It's... Okay, so it just kind of... I see how that works. This is nice. This works. Yeah, I provide step files whenever I post something that I want to be remixed. Okay, this looks really easy to add. It looks like, based off what I'm seeing here, what? Where's the mounting points? I don't understand. Where the hell do you mount? Oh, this just got confusing. I don't see, like, aside from the holes that you would use to screw these into the T-nuts, I don't see holes explicitly for mounting this. I'll figure it out. I'll get this figured out. This it can't be that hard. It looks like it's just two... What the hell do those even... I see. Figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I have the colors to reprint this. I'll figure it out. I have a mount that I can mod and make work with this. I need to get... I need to get HDMI. That'll be it. I will design that tomorrow. And I'll design and release that tomorrow. Yeah, micro HDMI to HDMI. I can get that off Amazon for like next day delivery. If I don't already have a cable for that. I think I may. So I may be fine. It's nice I get a little bit more screen real estate. I have no idea what the resolution or color of that is. I will get a replacement for this. It is disappointing that this doesn't support just anything. So, what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. So, this is it. So, we all are on the same page of the plan. Use stuff the original screen, extend it the size of this one. Nah. I want to be able to tilt the screen, so I'm going to use the mount I found. what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, so I don't have to reprint my skirt here, because I really don't want to do that. I'm going to first off, let's actually look at the difference between these real quick. So here's the one that comes with the Switchwire kit. That's the one that I'm going to use. It's larger. It's much larger. Smaller bezels, too. So you know what? I'm happy with this upgrade. Another upgrade mod. Let's go with it. USB-C, much nicer. HDMI, much nicer. This is what we're going to do. Won't have to reprint the skirt because I'm going to use the same mounting method here. This is going to go to... Actually, I'm just going to reuse this backplate entirely. I'm going to reuse this backplate, and we are going to have this screw into a adapter piece that allows you to click the screen in. That way, the screen can pivot up and down. So it'll be on the front, but I could lift the screen up. So, you know, it'll be there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a little bit easy use. Or, you know, pivot it down maybe. I don't know. That way I can keep this for the most part. Won't have to fiddle with it. Actually, no, I'm probably just going to use this block mount. I'm probably going to design something else. But I'm just going to reuse the person's existing step file, or STL file. Because the hard part is designing the case around the screen. That's the part I'm not good at. I could probably get good at it, but for now I'm just going to use the other person's. Because at least then I'm just using something that already exists, and I can give some foot traffic to another creator. You know, win-win. Right, but that's what we'll do. I will let Jason know that that screen broke, and I will get a replacement. I don't know if I'll ever use the replacement, but I'm gonna get a replacement. Because I am a firm believer in believing that I am due a replacement because that broke. The cable that Soval provided is nice. This is nice HDMI. This is braided. This feels nice. The USB cable's just USB cable, but I could probably do a braided cable too. This feels nice. I like this. I don't know if Soval has a step for the screen because it's not really their screen. It's somebody else's screen. I like the idea of going to HDMI. So that's what we'll do. All right, input shaper toolkit in here. I don't see it. Well, I already did that. Another thing in here that I just don't know about. Am I getting overwhelmed? I hope I'm not getting overwhelmed. I might be getting just a tad bit overwhelmed. I mean, like they're enclosed. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. What are you for? The hell? You clearly don't fit into anything. Why were you provided? Why do I have a USB-C cable in my kit that doesn't work with anything? Oh. Let's clear some of this stuff. I could just go absolutely bonkers and do this, but this is too much. This is way too much. Oh. What I love is that there's a brightness control knob. Ooh, actually I do like that. This is only 800 by 400, so it's not like super high resolution. It's just big. I have choices. I have several choices that I can make here. Don't know what I'll do. The fact that I have choices is nice. I have to keep readjusting my frame of mind on this project, and I have to keep reminding myself that I'm already way beyond what the scope of this was meant to be. And it is okay for me to run into weird problems. In fact, I should expect weird problems. I don't even know if the mods that we've done so far are going to work at all. We don't know. So we have to have fun with this. We're gonna run into some problems that no one else has run into before. And that's okay. That's okay. Let's look at this input shaper kit. Before we delve into anything, I wanna see what I need to do to get this working. Oh, it's tiny. Okay, so is this the sensor? Uh-oh. Does this need GPIO? Uh-oh. If this needs GPIO, then we're gonna lose our PoE. PoE does not share GPIO pins right now. Okay, good news. This is tiny. This is really tiny. This would literally just attach to almost anywhere that I'd want to put it. Cool. Need this. This is ADXL. This is an accelerometer for input shaper, because you need two. So we have one ADXL built into the toolhead, and then we have another that's going to have to be added to the bed. But it uses GPIO, which is a problem. Because I don't... It's a solvable problem. It is a solvable problem. It's just a problem I have to solve. So, either we could keep the GPIO. Either we get rid of PoE, which I'm fine. There are USB ADXL boards you can use instead. I'm probably just gonna do that then. Yeah. Maybe. Also starting to get tired of spending money on this project. Spend a decent amount of money on this project. Starting to get a little tired of that. Is what it is. Is what it is. Okay. All right. Moving on. Thank you for sending that on Discord. I'll have a look. Page is intentionally left blank on 110 1 or 111. Ah, spaghetti. I said that I would do the filament giveaway. I'm gonna do that the next stream. I apologize, guys. All right. It's already 11 o'clock. Let me do this. Let me see what Sebas just sent me. And if I can get it in by tomorrow. Let's see here. Oh, this looks perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Monday. I mean, I don't need input shaper right away. So, if I can't get it that quickly, that's fine. Just a bit of a disappointment, but that's whatever. Yeah, why is it that everything ADXL related is tomorrow is Monday at the soonest? It's weird. What's funny is I could slap on the stealth burner and just use that. Like, I'd put the stealth burner board on the stealth burner toolhead on the bed. That would be funny. Imagine that, huh? Okay, so there's a big tree tech acceleration sensor module. There's this one, which is simple. Has a 2040 baked in. There's the one you sent me, which would work too. Yeah, it's like the Nighthawk SB board. It has ADXL built in, so I could literally just put that on here. A little overkill in my opinion, but it would be funny. Okay, this one looks to be the most promising. This is tiny. This is the tiniest one I've seen. This is meant to literally go on the nozzle. Oh, but it's Fi's Tech. I haven't had a good experience with their stuff. Probably is fine. Just haven't had a great experience. It's tiny though, it's really small. Big Tree Tech has one. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Well, I'm looking at these are cheap. I don't really care too much about spending $15. I thought this might be a little bit more, but it's not. I trust the one you sent me as well. I trust that. I was just looking to see if I could get oh, yours is 5 sec as well, actually. Let me, instead of ADXL, let me search input shaper. I can't believe there's nothing that would just be delivery of tomorrow. Like that surprises me. Like, I live in Philly. You'd think I'd be able to get one of these tomorrow. But the only thing I can get tomorrow is the CAN bus version of the Stealth Burner toolhead from Big Tree Tech. That's a big no. Okay. I am going to grab... This is the smallest one. It's also one of the cheapest ones. It's super tiny. Hossenway, whoever you are. I mean, yeah. I'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, I have to order within the hour to get it then. Okay, fine. Well, we already have ADXL on the toolhead, so that's not a problem. Okay. This will work. Just, you know, I have to figure out GPIO. Where's those 3 headers? Are those RGB? This is also how I'm controlling RGB? Probably also how I'm controlling RGB. Maybe I should find a PoE hat that supports GPIO. Let me look real quick. I might even have one somewhere. But let's look real quick. Yeah, literally tomorrow I can get one that supports. Not only that, it gives me a M.2 slot. Don't need that. Here's one that only takes up a very small segment of the GPIO, so it leaves space for the rest of it. That's nice. And then there's plenty of others that just... Which pins do I even have to take up for this? You're right, Sebas. You're right. Honestly, I don't even need PoE. So PoE was nice when you had, you know, risk of thermal runaway. You really don't have that risk anymore. Not really needed. So I think I'm just gonna take off the PoE hat. I would like the USB ADXL because this cable me no likey. So we're gonna upgrade that to USB ADXL. We'll do that. I got design work to do. Tomorrow I'm going to design a new screen mount. And I'm going to print out said screen mount. And then I am going to mount said screen mount on my own. So I'm going to do that off stream. Do you guys want to watch me wire this? Or would it be okay if I wired this off camera? Okay. I may end up wiring this off camera. One, because wiring's never really an interesting aspect. Not that I'm really doing these streams for entertainment. And mostly these streams are for me to get projects done that would otherwise not get done. But like yesterday, I wanted to work on this all day. I couldn't because I had to wait till today. Let us know. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I need emotional support. I might do it in the Discord. Who knows? Yeah, I got some design stuff to do. I'll do that. We might stream tomorrow, so just keep an ear out. I am very tired. It kind of stinks that. Hey Nathan, welcome to the end of the stream. It kind of stinks that we didn't really get too much work done on this. It's fine. It happens. But hey, what did we get done today? We've been streaming for 3 hours. Sorry, Arden. We're gonna do the giveaway either tomorrow or Sunday because I totally forgot about it. We got the stickers done. Found a screen. Yeah. We ran into problems. I'm sorry to hear that, Nathan. I'll call you right after I'm done here. Bearded, we got 3 things done. We got 3 things done in this entire, and I think the most progress we made was installing the breakout board for the toolhead. It is more than 1. I'll take it. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. I probably will do a lot of the wiring off stream. Good job, Lily. I'll probably do a lot of the wiring off stream. Just to get it done. Yeah. I want this to be working before Monday. So we're gonna push plastic. And if that means we don't have ADXL, that's fine. We can live without it. I just want this thing working, and we're so close to being done. We're so close. Yeah, like we're so close. The rest of this is just like wiring diagrams. Yeah, this is fairly simple. Let me just look through this real quick. Okay, DC power. Okay. That would have been problematic anyway. Okay, can't use this PoE hat. Because the way we power this uses pins that the PoE hats would have used. So, can't use PoE hat. So, PoE is going to be gone. We're just not going to worry about PoE. So, we'll use... Yeah, I'll do a lot of the wiring tomorrow on my own time. Yeah, I just looked at this. Yeah, that uses the pins the PoE hat uses. So, yeah. Controller board shows us everything we need. Do I even have a micro USB? Yes, I do. I do. I'm checking things. Yeah, okay, this all has... This has everything I need. I'm just like flipping through this real quick. A lot of this isn't even relevant to what we have now, because the wiring is simplified much further. Yeah. What's the next item? Oh, the bed. Okay, feet. Okay. I'll do some of this on my own. Not too much, though. Just mostly the wiring. Yeah, if I use PoE, then I wouldn't need the power pins. That is true. I technically wouldn't even need this low voltage power supply. I could technically just remove that if I went with PoE. Because I think that's really only there for the Pi. But I'd rather power this all with one cable, let's be honest. I don't have Ethernet to run in that space, at least not right now. So we're just gonna set this up as normal. Alright, everybody. Either tomorrow or Sunday, we're gonna do another stream. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you get subscribed, enable notifications to be notified of when we're doing that. The weekend stream will be doing the filament giveaway. And hey, you know, I'll even send David a message and ask if he wants to give away some Jesse filament. Might not get an answer because it's the weekend. I probably should have asked him today when I saw him. But I will, I'll let you guys know. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Remember, hug yourself more. You're beautiful in every way, even if you may not think it. With the tumultuous times, always remember that you can make the world a better place by just helping out friends and family, and also just random strangers, and volunteering for a cause you believe in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Peace out. Where's the end button? There it is.